Okay, today's video is going to be slightly different from usual, and that would be because there's no audio. The audio got corrupted as soon as I was about to edit this. I was like, this is a great game. This will be fun. People will enjoy it because it's slug rounds. Also, I have slug rounds because there's no intro. The slug rounds got a massive buff, so I decided, you know what, it'll be fun if I use the shotgun, sort of like a sniper, and try and get some cool kills since the range on the 75 slugs is ridiculous. So I decided me and James, aka Mr. Flumpy, would go and try and get some fun games. And this was the first game that I got using them. I've never used them before. And I was like, sweet, let's do it. I get this awesome game where I quickscope loads and loads of people at really long range. And then the audio goes and corrupts. I tried to fix it. The audio was fine for a couple of minutes, and then it goes to shit, and then it goes to nothing, and then like the last 20 seconds it will come back. I tried to sync it all up and stuff, but it just wasn't working, so I decided I'm just going to talk over it because I did not want to just delete it and throw it in the bin. So yeah, you can hopefully listen to me for 12 minutes and not want to kill yourself. I wrote a list of things to talk about, and the first one would be, why did I start YouTube? And that is super simple. That I had no intention of starting YouTube at all. And then when coronavirus came, my uni course sort of got cut short. I was in my final year of uni, and I pretty much did user experience design, web design, graphic design, that sort of stuff. And we didn't have long left to finish, but because of Corona, it sort of got cut short, and we just had to hand in what we had completed. So we didn't have to do a final presentation or anything like that. So I handed my stuff in, and then was sort of just spending my days playing COD because I had nothing else to do. And then obviously because of lockdown, you couldn't really go out, so I was just playing. And then I decided, how do you record? So went online, found out the joys of OBS and how to record your gameplay. So then I was like, well, you know what, I watched plenty of people on YouTube, and there's some tips and some things that I wish that they would say to help people that aren't super great at the game, or they're just brand new to Search and Destroy and they want to improve. Just things that some YouTubers sort of miss out or not talk about enough. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it. So that's how I started. I was always sort of better than the majority of my teammates whenever I played COD before, and that's not me being big-headed. I do nothing with my day, so I play COD, and the more time you play, then usually the better you are. There is, of course, exceptions of people that are level 155 and can't shoot for shit. They're 100% stormtroopers. But I decided, you know what, I'm better than some people that post stuff on YouTube and post clips and stuff. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it. As you can tell, because I wanted to talk about this for a while, I'm on PC, and this is the first game I've ever the first shooter. I've played Skyrim on PC and stuff, but this is the first shooter I've ever played on PC. I usually played Xbox and PlayStation. I had a 360 years and years ago when everyone had one, and was playing the first Black Ops and stuff like that, but I was pretty much only playing Team Deathmatch. And then I met some friends at my school, and they played Search and Destroy, and I never had a clue what that game mode was. And I instantly hated it because obviously I was still a noob and I was just running and then instantly dying, and was like, why can I not respawn? But that made me sort of get better at the game because I had to play more slow and sort of just wait. I was pretty much just a camper, so I pretty much just waited for people to like walk in front of me. But obviously since then I've got better at the game and understanding routes and bomb placements and nade spots, which I think everyone should learn. Like everyone should just go on YouTube, watch a few people, see what routes they go, use them. Just use the same routes. There's nothing wrong with copying someone. Now, you could go somewhere and like run straight through mid and then into left of some map and it works really well for someone, but it doesn't work well for you. That's cool. Take all the information that all the YouTubers are given and then make your own route. That's what I do all the time. I watch so many search and destroy YouTubers and then just adapt it myself. You have Handler and Marksman. They're the two main ones that I watch, and I watch them, and then I sort of copy their rush route, and then find out that it's better if I actually don't go this way for the people that I'm playing against, which is totally fine to do. Right here, I have my precision airstrike, and I was trying to jump into that truck so I wouldn't die, but I end up just sitting in this corner. Yeah, so I play on PC, and there is nothing wrong with playing on console. I got this on PC because it was on sale, and it was 15 quid cheaper than on PS4. So that's the only reason why I got it. And you do not need a good keyboard and mouse and monitor to play Call of Duty. Yes, it helps, but you can play fine without, like the top gaming gear. For the longest time, I've upgraded my mouse now. That is because my old mouse was giving me a cramp when I was playing. But I use a Microsoft wireless Bluetooth designer keyboard, and for ages I used a designer mouse as well. And it was really tiny. It pretty much had, left and right mouse button in your wheel. Didn't have any fancy like side buttons or any special grip texture for improved accuracy, blah blah blah. Had none of that, and I was still doing better than majority of people. So if you're playing on PC and you're like, oh, I need to buy this keyboard because this keyboard will make me better and whatever, no, you don't need any of that. It helps, but like you really don't need it. As soon as you get comfortable with what you're using, it's totally fine. Like, see, when I got my new mouse, I sucked at COD for like 3 days because it was just so much more like smoother, and I wasn't used to that. So I was like not locking on targets, not keeping on target. I'm still not great with using it, and I've had it for like 2 months and I'm still not great. I just killed myself with the VTOL. I was really worried when I played keyboard and mouse because obviously I've never played a shooter before, and I didn't think like my left hand was going to be working correctly with like moving and strafing and jumping and crouching and blah blah blah. And obviously because in this game you open doors and you need a separate key for that, and I was like, I'm gonna suck at this. But obviously you can still use a controller on PC, but as soon as you get comfortable with it, it's the best thing ever because you're just 10 times more accurate and just ping people in the head, and it's great. What else is on my list to talk about? Oh, why I like playing Search and Destroy, and that's a pretty good one. Mainly because the spawns in Respawn suck. That's why I play. I don't enjoy playing Respawn because I always get a super shit team. I always get a super shit team in general, and that is just because the team balance in this game, which I think they should 100% remove because it's no fun for anyone. It's no fun for me because then I have to carry the team, and it's no fun for the team because they're just getting shit on by the enemy team. So just remove it in the next games because no one enjoys it at all. I like playing S&D, yeah, because the spawns suck. So at least in search, as soon as you die, that is you dead. And you're going to spawn in the same place every round, apart from when you're switching sides, obviously. But you're going to spawn in the same spot every time. And that's it. See, when you die, that's you gone. Then I know there's no one going to spawn behind me in a corner and shoot me. So that's why I like search. I also enjoy it for a few sort of weird reasons. I kind of like the mind game that Search and Destroy has. The way, like, you have to sort of outplay the enemy team, you know, kill someone, and then what way do they think I'm going to move, and what way can I counter that? And, you know, people are comfortable with, like, running from their spawn to a certain part of the map because they know no one's going to be there. So that's why I'll put double time on and stims to, like, break the timings. And then people freak out, and then that's how you get your kills. Pretty much just, like, outplaying other players is why I enjoy this the most. Which brings me on to, like, some tips on how to get better at search, because obviously there's so many YouTubers out there that, you know, play search and talk about what they're doing when they're playing. But I've done a video on, you know, how to win in search, and this will help you win. And I talk about, like, a whole game of how it's really good, but just some really quick pointers before the game ends on me. Move around the map. See, if you move around the map, you will learn the map, learn the routes, learn timings 10 times better. See people that just sit at the back of their spawn and don't learn anything. It's a waste of time. Watch your kill cams, because you could end up dying from somewhere that you've never seen before, or a line of sight, and that'll just be 10 times better. And the last one before this game ends, because I don't have a lot of time left, it's okay to make mistakes. See, if you run out and you think you can get somewhere and then you get absolutely mowed down, that's totally fine, because you're learning how to, you know, move through the map better, what guns work at what ranges, blah blah blah. So it's okay to make mistakes. See, if your team say, oh, you're shit, fuck them. Well, that's me. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.